What do I need done? A new P&L report. Which department is this for? Oh, crap. I don't even have finance in here. Since 2019, I've been helping businesses all over the world systemize so that they can scale. Prior to that, I scaled my own business up over 600 active clients. So in this video, I'm going to show you a specific design pattern for an AI agent that will 100x the ability to scale your workflows. I'm going to show you specifically what that design pattern is, how to use it, and how it can just go with the flow instead of having to update your automation, update your workflows, update your automation, update your workflows, etc. We're going to use a real use case scenario here. So it's going to be one department makes a request from another department. So let's jump in. Okay, so for the sake of this demonstration, I created a new space in our ClickUp account. I created a list called marketing tasks and another list called all other tasks. Now, this is going to be the holding area or the destination area for where tasks are going to end up in this scenario. So if we jump right into the AI agent perspective, I think it'll be interesting to show this first. So I set this all up. So we have an intake form. This intake form has all the fields set up. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. Okay, so this is a very standard, let's get some basic information and request about this specific task. So my name is Micah. What do we need done? One sheeter for our new courses. When do I need this done by? This should be in a PDF format. Use our dark theme, etc. All right, so now that form data has been submitted, we have that nice structured data. We can pass that directly to the AI agent. And this AI agent is essentially set up with a specific model. We are using just the simple memory tool here. And then it has two tools. It can get any available lists and it can create a new task. Now, these are narrowed down to specifically within this space. So when it gets all the lists, it's going to get marketing tasks and it's going to get all other tasks. And when it can create a task, it can create it in either one of these two lists. So that's what these two tools do. Now, the instructions that we gave it are very, very simple. Your job is to review the task provided, determine what type of task it is, and then move it into the correct list. That's basically it. And then we simply provide it with the details that are coming from the form. Now, whether it's coming from a form or another task or an email, it doesn't really matter. One thing you'll notice here is we're not specifying what type of task this is, what department this is for, or really anything else about this other than the context. At this point, the AI is doing all the heavy lifting. So if we run this agent, it's immediately getting all the available lists. I mean, it's so quick. Then it creates a new task. It confirms that everything is good to go. And if I switch back to ClickUp, we can see right here, create one sheeter for new courses. It's already set the due date, and this should be in PDF format, use our dark theme, etc. So it's already put that in place. All of that is taken care of with an agent. Now, here's where the magic happens. We have all other tasks here, but let's say we want to create a new list, and let's update this workflow, and let's make this a finance tasks list. At this stage, I don't even have to edit any of this. So if I come back in here and submit a new request, and we'll make this one very clearly finance. So again, I'll submit this one. What do I need done? A new P&L report, please. When do we need this one done? How about the 28th? I need a full P&L report for all of 2024. All right, awesome. So I submitted that. We'll send that to the agent so that we can watch it happen. Again, it's going to get all available lists. This time it has the new list in the list. So I didn't make any other edits here. I just submitted it. And if we go to the finance tasks, you can see we already have create a P&L report for 2024. Now, this is already a different title of the task than what I submitted in the form because the AI is thinking about what it is And you can see it's setting the due date the day before it's actually due to ensure there's enough time to get this all done. So the description is dropped in there. You could extend this and expand the functionality and the capabilities of this as far as you wanted to. This is just a really quick example to show all I did was edit stuff in ClickUp and the agent can work from there. Okay, so let's scoot over here. And this is our more traditional automation setup where we have the form, but now we have a router that's saying, well, is this marketing? Yes or no? Go to marketing and create a marketing task. And then in this case, if it's not marketing, just create it in the other task list. All right, cool. This works. And we've been doing automation like this for over a decade. Now, one thing that I want to point out is in this form, we have all the same fields. What's your name? What do you need done? But we have this new item here. So if I unpin this and we'll start from scratch, now we go, okay, what's your name? Awesome. What do I need done? A new P&L report. Which department is this for? Oh, crap. I don't even have finance in here. So even though I updated finance here, in traditional automation, I would need to go back into here and add a new option. We'll call this finance, okay? And then that's going to put it in the form. Well, we don't have finance here. Okay, so then I got to create a new option here. So we're going to add another route here. And then now the value is finance. And then we got to rename that to finance. And I hope you're still watching this video through all this monotony that I have to do just to be able to add a new route. We're still not done because now we've got to come in here and we've got to rename this. And now we're going to call this a finance task. And I'm even doing this with a very simple demo setup here. So this isn't even that complicated. And so now we've got it. Oh, and now I've got to come in here and say, where do we put this? Oh, it's not marketing tasks, it's finance tasks. Okay, so now we are finally, I'm going to go ahead and save it. We're finally done taking it from a form to do all of this in the simplest example I could come up with. And that's only when we wanted to add one more list. Imagine if we changed the workflow in 3 other ways. Then we've got to come back here and redesign this whole thing and rebuild this whole thing. So just looking at the 2 side by side or back to back, we have one agent that can make a decision, act a little bit like a human and get all the lists and then determine where that task should be added versus a hard-coded, routed, logic-driven scenario that you have to update every time you update your workflows. So this issue right here has been the bane of founders and team leaders who want to automate their workflows, which is no longer an issue in many, many scenarios, because now we have AI agents that can look at this and go, okay, cool. That's a finance task. That's a marketing task. And what's really happening behind the scenes over here is twofold. One, the AI agent can look at the context and determine this is a marketing task, this is a finance task. And if it's neither of those, it puts it in all other tasks. So first, it's categorizing it. Then it's getting all the available lists. And based on the category it figured out, it chooses which list. Again, so at this stage, you don't even have to do anything else other than modify the list of the lists that you have in here. And this simple agent can take care of everything. Okay, so there you go. That's your design pattern that you could implement today as you're building out agents and automating your processes. I would highly, highly, highly recommend looking at building this to make your processes and your procedures and automation far more future-proof than trying to do the now old school way of something like this, where every workflow change requires a major automation change, which incurs costs, which incurs time, which creates more issues, which could create more bugs. So yes, take a look at the agents, reach out if you need help with any of this, and on to the next video.